What is going on, traders, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Now in this video, I'm going to be going over my watch list for the trading week of August 8th, 2022. Let's get to it. All right, the catalyst for this week, we have the consumer price index on Wednesday and the producer price index on Thursday. With that, let's go ahead and take a look at this week's earnings calendar. All right, so here's this week's earnings calendar. Now, the ones I'm going to be focusing on will be Disney, BioNTech, Coin, and Roblox. You may also want to keep an eye on Upstart, ticker symbol UPST, and EVGO, ticker symbol EVGO. Both of those have high short interest, so if they report good earnings, it's a possibility that they could squeeze. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to start off with a couple of indexes. The first one up is going to be the QQQ, and here I have it pulled up on the daily chart. Now, we had another nice bullish week that made a lot of people some money, but the levels that I'm going to be watching initially is going to be between $318 and $325. You can see we broke above and stayed above the $318 level. When we got around $325, it came right back down, and now we're sitting around $322, okay? So I would like to see on the bullish side it stay above 318 on Monday morning. But the actual levels that I'll be watching will be updated on Twitter, so make sure you follow me there. All right. All right, up next is the Russell 2000 ETF, which tracks the small cap stocks. Now here I have it pulled up on the daily chart here. And you can see that Russell finally came down and filled this gap between $165 and $170. So I don't need to mark this anymore. But what I wanted to show you is this range from around $191 all the way down to around $188. You can see that this was a prior support range until it broke through in the beginning of May of this year. And ever since then, it has not been able to break above, and that's exactly where we're sitting right now. So if you have any small cap stocks and you're green, pay attention to this range right here between $188 and $191, because if it can't get above it again, these small caps will start to sell off. Okay, so keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. All right, so the first stock we're going to look at is Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. Now here I have it pulled up on the 4-hour chart here. Now that same range, the same date range that I was talking about with the Russell 2000 when it sold off was the beginning of May, and this is exactly what Tesla sold off also. Okay, when Tesla was around $950, $951 at the beginning of May, specifically May 4th and May 5th, it got rejected by this level and sold off all the way down to around $620. And we've made our way all the way back up to this area again this past week. When it got to around $945, Tesla rejected again. And now we're sitting around $865, okay? So first off, the bullish scenario. Now, if Tesla cannot get above $875, this is a no-go. But if it does get above $875, the first level that I'm looking for at the test is around $925. If you can get above that, the next level is $950. And you can see this $950 level is very important for Tesla, okay? So next up, the bearish scenario. If Tesla cannot get above $875, the first level that I'm looking for at the test is around $845. If it can't hold that, I'm looking for it to drop all the way down to around $805, okay? So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. All right, up next is Disney, ticker symbol DIS. Now here I have it pulled up on the 4-hour chart here. Now Disney reports earnings after the market closes on Wednesday, so a lot can happen prior to that, but we're going to go with the levels that we have, okay? Now I should mention that 2 out of their last 3 earnings, Disney has missed, and as a result, it has sold off. But the one time that they beat, it did gap up, so keep that in mind when we're looking at these levels. So first off, the bullish scenario. Right now, Disney's sitting around $107. If at the time of their earnings, they're still above $107, of course, we needed to hold that. The first level up we're looking to test is around $108.50. If it can blow through that, the next level that we're looking at is around $117, okay, to the upside. Now, next up, the bearish scenario. Now, if Disney cannot hold $107. The first level that I'm looking for to test is, of course, that psychological $100 level. If it cannot hold that, I'm looking for it to drop all the way down to around $96. If it can't hold that, I'm looking for it to drop all the way down to around $90. Okay. Now, if I zoom out to the weekly chart, you can see going back all the way to around 2015, August of 2015, this $90.25 level has held a couple of times, minus the pandemic sell-off all the way down to around $80. Okay, so keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. All right, up next is BioNTech, ticker symbol BNTX. Now here I have it pulled up on the 4-hour chart, and this is also, if you didn't know, the parent company for Pfizer. All right, now it's a little too late to play the run up into earnings for this one because they report prior to the market opening on Monday. But what I will show you about this one is that it's sitting right at $183 right now, and that's the beginning of a gap that was created back in early January 2022. So if they report good earnings, it could easily blow through this all the way up to around $196. And if it has enough momentum, it can get all the way up to around $208. Okay. Now, if they report bad numbers or bad future guidance and it cannot get above or stay above $183, the first level that I'm looking for it to test is around $165. If it can't hold that, then the next level is going to be around here, which is around $154, $155. Okay. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. All right, up next is Coinbase, ticker symbol COIN. Now here I have it pulled up on the 4-hour chart, and if I zoom in a little bit, I wanted to show you this sell-off right here. This is the same period where Tesla sold off, May 4th, May 5th of 2022. Okay, and also the same point where the Russell 2000 was rejected. Okay, now this also coincided with their earnings, so how much of this is from a market sell-off and how much is from the earnings is unclear, but you can see it went from $112 to almost $41. Okay, so that's a huge drop in this price. But right now, let's talk about their earnings. They report after the market closes on Tuesday. So first off, let's look at the bullish scenario. Right now they're sitting at 93. If they can stay above $92, the level that I'm looking for to run up and test is around $112. Now, if they report bad earnings and they cannot stay above $92, I'm looking for it to drop all the way down to $79.50. If it can't hold that, I'm looking for it to drop all the way down to $60.50. Now, if you look at this level on the volume profile, there's quite a bit of buyers sitting at this point. So if it falls beneath that, it'll be kind of interesting to see that happen. Okay, and if it does fall beneath that, the lowest I see it going is right back down here to its all-time low of around $41. Okay, so keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. All right, and the last one we're going to look at is Roblox, ticker symbol RBLX. Now here I have it pulled up on the 4-hour chart here, and over the last couple of weeks, Roblox been on a nice run along with other small cap stocks in the Russell 2000. You can see it got as low as around $21.50, but right now it's sitting at around $49. Okay. Now, Roblox reports earnings after the market closes on Tuesday. So first off, the bullish scenario. If it can stay above $49, the first level that I'm looking for it to test is around $55. If it can get above 55, the next level is around $59.25. Okay. Now, if they report bad earnings and they cannot stay above $49, I'm looking for it to drop all the way down to around $39. Okay. Now keep in mind, Roblox also, when they report, they normally report good numbers, but it ends up selling off because of the user engagement or the amount of new users that signed up for the platform. So that's what the metric that causes this thing to sell off. So keep that in mind when you're listening to their earnings report. Okay. And keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. And that is the end of the video. If you found value, please smash that like button and consider subscribing. Here's wishing you a prosperous week of trading. And until next week, talk to you later.